Hello everybody, my name is LanceBeryl and welcome to my reaction to the September 2023 Nintendo Direct. It was just announced yesterday. I kind of forgot about it till this morning. I wasn't planning on recording my reaction at all, but I did get a bit spoiled for a few announcements, one of which might have regarded a particularly papery RPG. And I'm kind of disappointed that I did get a bit spoiled. I don't know the full context. I don't know exactly what it is. Just, like it appeared to be a port or a remaster or a remake of the Thousand Year Door. I mean, maybe I just misread what the internet was saying. I kind of hope that. Well, I don't know, because it's like I want to be surprised. I've already had the surprise spoiled. But I don't know. Nintendo's just been kicking the crap out of Paper Mario for so long. Like, it's been probably one of their more neglected series. And I know that sounds weird to say because it's been getting consistent releases like every, what is it, like 3 to 5 years? But obviously, if you understand the discourse surrounding Paper Mario, there hasn't really been a true Paper Mario since Super Paper Mario on the Wii. And even then, some people don't really consider that to be like a quote unquote true Paper Mario, despite having probably the deepest story Mario has ever had. Thousand Year Door was like the last big one, and people have been trying to get other people to play this game, to get on this game, but Nintendo hasn't done much in the way of supporting the series since the original. Like, the original's been on Virtual Console. I think even Super Paper Mario may have been on the Virtual Console on Wii U, but they haven't really made any attempts to, really preserve or remaster GameCube games outside of Zelda. And that was kind of a big deal in the last Direct, and the Direct before that. They're dropping these remasters and remakes just like boo all over the place. And yet, one thing a lot of people were speculating about is whether or not they would end up remastering the Thousand Year Door. The fact that they're finally supporting it shows that they are in some ways acknowledging how important those games were. I don't know really what to think on the prospect of them remastering this game. Like, what does that mean going forward? We're not just that, we've also seen some big changes, like tomorrow, like Mario Odyssey was kind of a big shakeup, but it didn't really have, a lot of new characters necessarily. It was very different. Super Mario Brothers Wonder, it's like the antithesis of what traditional 2D Mario has been since, I think, Mario Brothers 3. So yeah, maybe this is, if assuming that I didn't misread and they are remastering the Thousand Year Door, what does that mean? What does that mean for the series going forward? Are we just gonna have like just more Mario games that are more creative stylistically, mechanically? I mean, Mario's always had interesting mechanics, but I feel like, I don't know, like they weren't as deep as they used to be, like back on the N64 and the GameCube. They kind of not dumbed down necessarily, but they weren't as robust. Like Mario Galaxy, they took away Mario's moves a lot, so it would like work with a a Wii remote and nunchuck. Wii U, same thing, like, Super Mario 3D World. All good games, just, I don't know, just not as like really substantive in the sense that I kind of want from my Mario game, So maybe this might signal has changed. There's like a lot of shakeups going on at Nintendo right now. Charles Martinet it's a big thing that just happened. I didn't film my reaction, but Charles Martinet is stepping down from the role of Mario, and that's kind of a big deal. Uh, I was hoping they did like little video. I was hoping they would kind of welcome the new VA for Mario, kind of have him like shake hands with Charles Martinet, them kind of like both of them do the voice. But no, they're kind of keeping it a secret until the game releases. Not sure if they'll do a video from this point going forward. Maybe Mario will not have just one voice actor. Maybe it will kind of change from game to game. Personally, I think it would be better if they kind of found a spiritual replacement for Charles Martinet, where it's like this guy is the new Mario. He's in all the videos now. He's doing the things, and obviously Charles Martinet is has his own role as Mario Ambassador. I don't know. I just think it'd be nice if the new Mario VA was kind of like welcomed onto the stage and given that same respect as Martinet, because it's big shoes to fill, you know. And if they're, I don't like the idea that maybe they'll just kind of treat him like, you know, any other Mario character VA, where he's just kind of like a, you know, I don't know, he's in the credits. Sometimes he might appear at like some Comic-Con and it's like, oh, you're the guy. But otherwise, like, just completely ignore him. I think Martinet, I really got off topic, but Martinet has always really had, I think, big respect and big presence in the Mario fandom. So I don't know. It's weird to see him step away from the role, and I hope the new VA kind of gets the same love and treatment. Same with whoever takes over for Miyamoto, because Miyamoto's gonna retire one day. That's kind of a scary, ominous thing to think about. In some ways, he already has. He's just kind of like in a producery role now, and you can see with the new Mario games, he's been like letting go more and more, letting people take Mario in new directions. I think he's finally acknowledged that he kind of had like an idea of what Mario should be. And I think while it did lead to a lot of good games, I think it did hold the series back a bit. And hopefully Mario Odyssey, Mario Brothers Wonder, Mario movie to some extent, even though it's not as ambitious as I wish it could have been. I hope this is like Miyamoto's signal to like kind of step away to more of an advisory role than like the creative leads telling you can't do this, you can't do that. Same with whatever's going on with the IP team. Like just let the devs do what's fun. That was the big thing they were talking about. And some Mario Bros. Wonder interview, they were talking about how one big rule they kind of set up for themselves is to disregard the rules of all the previous Mario games. Kind of like Breath of the Wild, where all previous conventions were thrown out the window. They were just like, don't stick to the series conventions, try something completely new. And look what we got. It looks like one of the most exciting Mario games to ever come out. Like, I'm probably just as excited for it as I was for Odyssey, and I don't think that's something I'd ever say for a 2D platformer Mario game, you know. That's really fun. I realize I've been talking about, you know, what those games and what this potentially up to be announced Thousand Door remake might signal. But maybe we should kind of get some other thoughts out of the way before watching this direct. So Luigi's Mansion 2? Did they announce like the first one? I don't know. But Luigi's Mansion 2 remaster. Very interesting. Curious how far they're going to go with it. Are they going to like redo all the textures to make it look more like 3? And what does that mean for 1? Are we just not going to have 1? That was so weird and stupid that they announced they revealed Luigi's Mansion 1 for 3DS. Like, the Switch was already out, wasn't it? And they're like, well, the 3DS is dying. Let's just put Luigi's Mansion 1 on 3DS. And it runs like garbage. Why? You could have just put it on Switch. We would have been happy. I don't know. That was weird. To like remake this whole game, but inferior. And then on a dying system. And now it's like, what? Are you going to remake the remake? Or are you just going to like remake the old game? And then that remake you did before was just kind of like a whatever thing. No one's going to ever talk about or remember ever again. It's just really weird. What else could be announced? That's a thing. That's a thing. We're in like the latter quarter of this year, and it's leading into presumably next quarter. What are they going to announce? Like, what games are coming out? There's supposedly Thousand Year Door remake. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they'll announce another remake of something or remaster of something. Luigi's Mansion 2. The Princess Peach game. Mario RPG. I don't know. What else can they show? It's like those. I feel like Luigi's Mansion and Mario RPG were pretty self-explanatory sort of things. Like, what else could you really show from that? I don't know. Princess Peach game. Should I like theorize like what I think the Peach game is gonna be? I don't know. I think it's just gonna be. It's like she's in a play. She's going to different worlds, and it's kind of, I don't know, kind of like an Alice in Wonderland sort of thing, but it's like on a play, in a play. She just kind of goes from stage to stage doing things and interacting with people in like a play. I don't know why. That's what I think it is. Very interesting. I'm wondering if it's going to be like a game, like a real game, or if it's going to be like a quote unquote girly game. I think there should be more games that are aimed towards girls, but you know, more robust, you know, as a game. It's Animal Crossing like the exception, and it's not even really a girly game. It's just kind of a game that has a lot of qualities that really resonate. Like, why hasn't there been a Princess Peach game aside from that one on the Game Boy or Daisy? Why isn't there like a Daisy video game? Honestly, what, you know, any game should be. Anyone should feel free to get into it, but I do wish there were games that kind of catered more to, you know, the girl demographic, and just, but you know, more it's more, you know, substantive. What else? Sora amiibo? Gamma. Wouldn't it be crazy if they're like $1,000 remaster, but also here's a new Paper Mario, but it's actually good? Click 2 for Nintendo Switch. I don't know. Oh, Metroid Prime 4. What else? There's like the Splatoon DLC. What else? What else could there be? I've been talking for like 30 minutes. That's always how these videos go. I don't know. I like the more chill, sort of laid back, just kind of like this structure of videos. You know, some people might not like that. I don't know. I don't really care. Like, everyone on the internet's got their own, you know, their way of doing things to appeal to the algorithm, whatever. I don't care. I want to do what I want to do. Just talk about whatever for 30 minutes before watching the actual video. What else could they reveal? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna feel like an idiot. We're like, oh, I should have predicted that. Pikmin 5. Of course. Pikmin 5. Animal Crossing New Horizons 2. Super Mario Odyssey 2. Oh yeah, wasn't there a new Donkey Kong game rumored for like 30 years and it still hasn't been, nothing's come of it? Star Fox. Come on. A new good Star Fox game. Completely original. None of that Andros baloney. Real Star Fox. No Andros. Just a whole new thing. Make it cool. Kirby? What's the last Kirby game? I feel like there's one like every direct. Is new Kirby game. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. This is scary. I don't know. We're gonna do it. Should we do it from the beginning? Side order. Yeah. I'm hoping this recording goes fine. In fact, actually, I'm going to stop recording just to... No, I mean, I'm pretty sure the video file format is like... Yeah. I think it's fine. No, I'll stop recording just to be safe. Okie dokie. Uh-oh. Tetsu... What is it? Yoshiaki Koizumi? He the boss. That's first announcement. He the boss. He's making all the games. It's gonna be real cool. Really cool. Oh, is this about wow, the mouse is really big. Who is this about? Is that supposed to be new character or... Oh, interesting. I thought it was going to be about... What's her name? Ew. Ew. What are those? Portal? What is this music? Why are there no sounds? Dude, it looks cool. Why is the video quality like 020p? Hello? Ooh, you look cool. Actually. Characters? Oh, is that Marina? Is that her name? I don't remember. You look really cool. The little drone thing is cute. Why are there no sounds? Sound effects. That's weird. Oh my god, it's a freaking... What is it called? A beat pad? I don't remember what it's called. You know what it is. That's so stupid and funny. Oh, it's gonna be dubstep, the video game? That's cool. Trilix sponsor. Does player become Marina? Or is like you're saving Marina? It looks cool. Guys, wait a minute, actually. Guys, wait a minute. Guys. New enemies. We haven't had freaking new enemies since Splatoon 1. All the story junk has been the freaking dumb Octarians. And it's been really grating to fight the same enemies for like 3 campaigns and DLC. So the fact that there's like new enemies actually? Wow. Like Splatoon 3, I was really hoping they would have new enemies. They did, but they were just like Octarians, but with fur. That was kind of lame. I wish they were just new. Like, what if they were all based on mammals? Like, for real? Like, for real, they were like all weird animal, like mammal creatures, like squirrels or weird, like mutated mammals. That would have been cool. But instead, it was just reskinned Octarians for the second time? Because it was like not reskinned the first time. Anyway. So, wow, new enemies. They are like different. And they look cool.
Hello, everyone. I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your
Hello.
for today's Nintendo Direct. You just saw a new trailer for Wave 2 of the Splatoon 3 Expansion Pass DLC, Side Order.
Yeah,
This
it looks cool.
Story is set in the Spire of Order, where you will strengthen your character's abilities as you ascend the Spire.
Block out the video game.
We're developing this single-player DLC so it can.
What do you call it? Block out? Like
over again.
white box.
It's planned to release in spring 2020.
You're like where you're like making, or you're working on like the map for a video game, but it's all just white boxes.
Okay, let's see our first batch of
They really saved a lot of money with its DLC. Just making the tours are back in town. I should have guessed this. It made sense. Wow, his hair looks good actually. Those hair effects were like really good. Nintendo's been really getting good at that. I don't think they're using actual particle systems, but it looks really good.
Donkey Kong has stolen all the mini Mario toys from the factory. And it's up to Mario to track.
Can I say something controversial? Okay. There's been like some CG cutscenes in a lot of recent Mario games, side games. I think they look weird. Like, there's been a lot of them recently, and they all look really weird. I think the cutscenes used to be a lot cooler back on, like, on the GameCube and even the Wii. Like, they all had their own jank. Something about these cutscenes look really sterile and weird. Like, this looks like something you see on the freaking Disney Channel. On Paw Patrol or something. Like the backgrounds, you know what I'm saying?
In each stage, contraptions and other challenges await.
Oh, whoa, bro! It's actually like old school, not just you're controlling the robots.
Cross the gap. That monkey's tail looks a little suspicious, though, doesn't it? If Mario does this,
What?
can get across
That is crazy, bro.
and safely grab the key. Platform too high?
Very, so it's like an old school Mario platformer. That's really weird. It's not really something I really thought about. Like Mario platformers, we're so used to how they generally play. It's like, yeah, like old school Donkey Kong's like, what if there was just a Mario that played like the old Donkey Kong where you're like really limited in how you can move?
In this updated version of the game, you can play with a friend in local.
Oh yeah, is this like a remake?
However
Or a
you choose to
remaster?
puzzle your way through. It's up to you to recover the
Yeah, okay, well if it's like a remake, that's like a little less exciting than just a whole... Yeah, it's the remake of the original.
Switch, February 16th.
I thought it was a whole new title. That's a little disappointing, but it's still cool.
Save the Prince.
Oh yeah, I heard about these. Prince Persia?
Guide Sargon as he sets off to save the Prince of Persia and restore the world's balance.
I'm not cultured enough. I don't play enough video games.
2D side-scrolling action-adventure gameplay. Dash through breathtaking environments in a mythological Persian-inspired world, but don't linger too long if you hope to survive. Harness sword and bow techniques, as well as time powers, to best these hostile lands.
I mean, it's cool. It's like 2D sort of action game. That's cool.
Among other perks. The number of amulets you can equip is limited though, so choose wisely.
Huh? What? I didn't miss that part. Ooh, it's like, ooh. Metroid the boss fights. That's in very...
And discover the mysteries of Mount Cap. When Prince of Persia, the Lost Crown,
I can't play all these games.
System, January 18th. You can receive
I can only play like 2 games a year.
From Nintendo eShop. These games will help you chase your passions. Rev up for true arcade racing.
Okay. So while this is happening, let me talk about some other things. Because it's like, it's cool, you know, but it's like probably a game I'm never gonna play. So Switch 2 has been like really rumored. Which 2? Do you think they'll reveal, or just not reveal but announce like a Switch 2 Direct? Or would they want to wait until after holiday? That seems to be Nintendo's thing, is they wait till after holiday when everyone's bought up the current thing and they're like, okay, here's the new thing to buy next holiday. I don't know, maybe they'll be progressive about it and they'll be like, here's a heads up, you don't have to buy the OLED. I just bought the OLED a few months ago and there are already rumors of Switch 2.
Over 30 thrilling tracks await, including music from iconic Konami games.
Very cool. I'm sure there's a lot of, I like that. Oh, I like that design of the bird. He looks like a what is it from D&D? I don't remember. The birds, you know. Very cute. Okay, if this wasn't already announced, the whole internet's freaking gonna explode right now.
On weekdays, you'll head to class, then enjoy.
That's really cute. I haven't watched it, but it's very cute. That's like really cute, actually.
Like the beach or an art museum, in search of subjects to photograph. How will you spend your time with friends and family? And what kind of photo diary will you help Anya make? Spy Anya, Operation Memory.
That's really cute.
On Nintendo Switch next year. Mario's first RPG adventure.
Mario RPG.
The Super Mario RPG.
So, are you gonna remake all the music or just keep the old music?
Let's go over
I think it looks. I don't know. I think the chibi style looks weird.
Time your button presses with action commands to increase damage dealt or decrease damage received.
Action commands, okay.
You time your attacks perfectly.
So what is the gauge?
All enemies at once.
Was that in the original? I never finished the original. Yeah, that seems new.
You can unleash the 3-character triple move.
Oh, cool.
Depending on your current party, the move will change.
You see what I mean about the cutscenes? The cutscenes, Like, I appreciate they went, you know, out of their way to like do cutscenes like that, but I don't know, it's weird. They look weird. Characters? Oh, was that in the original game or no? Oh, cool. Characters in Minecraft?
Set off for adventure.
It's cool. It's a Mario RPG, and there's characters.
On the Nintendo Switch system,
I'm still upset that the Mario movie didn't have any of like the mustached Toads. It didn't have Toadsworth. It didn't have Chantrell from Paper Mario.
Look alive.
Okay.
Almost there.
It's just a thing I'm supposed to recognize and be like, oh yeah.
Trace Memory returns on the Nintendo Switch system as another code to memories. One day, a young
it looks good. Are these rendered cutscenes or in-game cutscenes? Because it looks good.
Seeking answers, she sets off for the solitary Blood Edward Island in search of him. Once there, Ashley encounters puzzles and obstacles.
You know how it's always funny in video games and movies? There's some character off in the distance just standing there, and it's like, what? No, you know, if I was there, you'd expect the person to look up like, eh? Like, just see this figure standing there, like, yeah, but they never notice.
Can you
Ooh.
see me?
She also meets a mysterious boy. What truths await Ashley?
A
in this
ghosty
place?
friend that was murdered?
No matter how hard I try, I can't remember Dad's face.
Because he was a murderer.
The sequel, Another Code R, Journey into Lost Memories,
And then there's
previously
a...
unreleased in North America. Is
Wow, that's cool for the people, you know?
Play both games to experience the full story. Unravel both adventures, fully enhanced for Nintendo Switch, when Another Code Recollection launches January 19th.
There's like a lot of horror
Both games are
when it comes to
fully
ghosts
enhanced on the
and
Nintendo
stuff.
Switch. Please look
But I
forward
think
to
it's
playing
cooler
the
when
games
it's like a ghost and it's like
next.
one of the main characters in the story. They're not like a bad guy. They're just kind of like your friend and they're sad and you need to help them move on.
One day,
That's really...
a loyal Toad presented a flyer advertising a show at the Sparkle Theater.
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? No, go back. No, go back.
One day, a loyal Toad presented a
Okay, a loyal Toad, I think. Because I was like, I thought it said a royal Toad. And I'm like, he looks like a he just looks like a toad.
flyer advertising a show at the Sparkle Theater.
Wow.
And some Toads went to go see it. But then,
Yeah, see, I like cutscenes that look like this, where it's just like in the game.
the Wicked Grape and the Sour Bunch suddenly made
Like
their
you
grand
see the
entrance
low
to
poly.
the
I don't know, it's got a
Switch
charm where you can kind of see the poly count. I know that sounds stupid,
Now,
but I
it's up
like
to
that.
Peach and the theater's guardian Stella to save the play and
Stole
the
your
day.
crown?
This perfect performance has become a terrible tragedy. Luckily, Peach can use the power of Stella's ribbon to face
Super
off
Saiyan?
against the Sour Bunch.
Is it sort of like a Captain Toad sort of
The
thing, where
win
it's like
alone won't always cut it though.
you have? It's more
So let's
puzzly.
do this.
Ice Peach.
Whoa! Peach transformed into Sword.
Oh,
Fighter.
that's cool.
By transforming, she
That's
can use
cool.
fantastic show-stopping abilities. Fend off the
I love it when Mario
Bunch,
characters actually get
sword
costume
play.
changes. You know,
Can Peach save this performance?
do the Luigi thing,
Performers?
where she dresses up like Luigi from the Mario comics.
There are more stolen shows to save. Valuable artifacts from this museum have gone
I
missing.
like the stupid looking
Detective Peach investigating
creatures.
clues
They're really
to
cute and
find
funny.
out who done it.
That's so cute. This is a really
Search
cute
and
game.
snatch from this sweets festival. Turn into Patissiere Peach and save it from a sugar crash. The Sour Bunch got their hands on this martial arts school. Become Kung Fu Peach and take it back from these foul thieves.
She become ninja?
Many other transformations are just behind the curtain. The stage is set. Our leading lady is
That's
ready for the
really
spotlight.
cool. It's like almost like a Luigi's Mansion, but for Peach.
Princess Peach Showtime makes its debut on Nintendo Switch March 22nd.
Wow.
Begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Imagine if that was like the launch title, the flagship launch title for Switch 2.
Peach Showtime.
Just Princess Peach Showtime. That's the launch title, not the next Zelda, not the next Mario. Princess Peach Showtime.
Today, so please stay tuned.
That'd be really
Let's
funny.
continue with some more headlines.
Metroid
A new
5.
saga begins. A multi-layered RPG full of rich stories awaits in Saga Emerald Beyond. There are 6 heroes to choose from. A young man who fights with sentient puppets. A witch disguised as a schoolgirl to
What?
mask her identity.
When you say sentient, are they just like they follow his orders, or are they alive?
A songstress mech who lost her voice in
Like if they're alive, is that like,
and a
I don't
king of
know.
darkness who was recently
because it's like, are they alive and you still control them? Because that doesn't seem very ethical to me.
17 interconnected worlds as they strive to achieve their goals.
It looks weird and cool. I'm never gonna play it. I got too many games, bro. I can't get into these like JRPG things.
Fight in timeline battles, turn-based combat in which turn order is crucial to victory.
I don't know. Like it's one of those things where it's like, if I was a kid, it's like
Or activate team
there's like
combos
so
to
many
swing the tide of battle in
JRPGs.
your favor.
And if I had grown up with them as a kid, maybe I would like really like them and be into it. But it's like, as an adult, it's like, how? How are you supposed to get into it? How are you supposed to put in all that time, bro?
Legendary Raider returns. The
I'm not a Tomb Raider fan, but like,
all with upgraded
remaster?
visuals venturing onto Nintendo Switch in one daring
They made her
selection.
less polygonal.
As the fearless archaeologist, Lara Croft, you'll travel the world and face off against deadly foes and even deadly
Have Lara Croft and
climb
Nathan
backward,
Drake ever had a, like an
and
official
swan
crossover?
dive through perilous
I know people
quests
ship
spanning
them.
different countries and
I think it would be very cool if they had a crossover. But old Lara Croft, not the new Lara
of the
Croft.
ancient world.
The old one.
Unravel mysteries lost
That
in the
was like
ravages of time.
a
This
badass.
faithfully remastered trilogy comes with all of the expansions and secret levels for each game. You can also toggle between the original polygon look and the upgraded visual.
Wow, that's really cool. That's really cool, actually.
Remastered, starring Lara Croft,
Imagine if they did that for Mario
Switch system
64.
February 14th.
It's like play in this version that looks like the SGI graphics, or play in the like the original low poly graphics. Instead, they're like,
This detective's
here's
got a
just the
second
game
bullet to
in
brilliance.
4x3.
Every great detective.
Why does this game?
This is Rhyme City.
Why do the
Place
gr-
where humans and Pokemon coexist.
I hate being that guy.
Pikachu.
But why do the graphics in every like Pokemon game look bad? Unless it's developed by
Cherry, Tim's missing father.
is it Capcom? I forget. Who did like
Tim interviews people.
Uh,
Pikachu interviews Pokemon.
who
and they
did?
find the truth together.
Pokemon's new
Also
Pokemon
rely
Snap?
on
That
Pokemon
junk
to
looked
broaden the scope
beautiful.
of their investigations.
Like the
Follow
animation is in this game look good. Like the animations look good.
Smash rocks with
But
the attacks.
what is with this like clearly they're just taking whatever art software, not software. What do you call it?
Can Tim and Pikachu solve all the
The
mysteries
architecture or
and
whatever
find
they
Harry?
had on the 3DS for making the original, and they just kind of like put it on Switch.
Detective Pikachu returns. Launches on Nintendo Switch October 6th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
I think, I don't know. What if, guys, what if I think it's
This
Capcom,
game's
right?
a real
That made Pokemon Snap.
toot.
What if you just let them make like a whole new Pokemon game? Just let them make a Pokemon game, and then we will play those instead
Raise
of
your
the
brass
Game
with
Freak
the
ones.
quirky rhythm game,
Consider it.
Trombone Champ. Play the notes in time with the music as best you can.
Oh god, it's
But how you
freaking
play that horn
the
is up to
worst
you.
Wii game that ever came out.
You can use gyro controls to adjust
Nasty?
the pitch up and
Perfecto.
down.
I mean, it's
Or the
funny.
IR motion camera on the right Joy-Con controller.
but it's gonna be $60, and I don't want to pay $60 for a funny, for a meme. Whoa, guys! No, 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 no! Go back, guys, 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 guys! They're using the freaking IR sensor. First game, first game. What was? Is there another game? What else? There was 1-2 Switch. There was 1-2 Switch, Labo. Literally those 2 games. Is this like a first party game? Because if so, I think that would make it like the 3rd first party game that used that freaking IR camera. That did not need to be there.
Pretty unique.
So freaking stupid. Why? Why does the Joy-Cons cost so much money? It's because you put a freaking IR camera in there for no reason. You know that was a Miyamoto thing. Miyamoto was like, we're gonna do so much with his IR camera. It's totally something he would do. I do like that they can be played, you know, separately. I think that's a really cool feature, is you can play in one hand and the other hand. They have connection problems though, all the time, so it kind of ruins that. But that's, you know, that's a neat feature that they can, like, you can use them as one controller or then hold them kind of like a Wii remote and nunchuck, like just kind of veg out, you know. I think that was just a really cool feature of the Joy-Cons. That was like something that was really cool. Basically every other feature though was like really not something that mattered in the majority of the games. Like HD Rumble could have been cool. It could have been cool if you, like, I don't know, like in Splatoon, it like somehow felt like we're really firing ink or something. Or like Tears of the Kingdom, I don't know. I don't think HD Rumble has like ever been marketed as like a feature since they announced it. Like, it's been used in Mario Party, and that was it. If HD Rumble is present on the next Switch system, I hope it's like the next Switch system is VR. That's my hope. I hope it's a 3-in-1 system. It's home console, it's like portable, but then the screen's really good, so then you can like have it be like a VR screen, and then the new Joy-Cons are like better, and so they're just like little VR controllers. That would sell a bajillion units if it was good. That's kind of like the sticking point. It would have to be really good, otherwise people would just see it as a, you know, a novelty.
Reclaim your destiny.
But I want to play Tears of the Kingdom in VR, bro. I want to walk around.
Stolen destiny, stolen minds, and stolen nations. Yet as the world stands consumed by immense evil,
whoa!
once again, ring of legend lighting his path.
The legend of the guy 10,000 years ago. The evil king guy, and there was a dragon, and there was war, and they fought, and it was pretty cool actually. But don't worry, the princess was there, but she was trapped in a castle. Will you be able to save her? Expansive world. 16 times the detail. I mean, it's cute, you know, it's cute. It's not for me. It's cute. It's not for me. The crest is funny though. Did you see that crest? It was just 2 ladies. Like all the other ones are like lions and unicorns, and that one was just 2 ladies. The Lady Guild.
Atlas and Vanillaware present the rebirth of tactical fantasy RPGs.
I'm sure for someone that's like looks really cool.
Available March 8th, 2024.
Everything was coming out in March. Imagine being into all these games. Like, there's no way you'd be able to play them. That tree looks bad, actually. That tree looks bad. You need to go back and fix that. It's the poster from the original game. Yeah, it just kind of looks like an upscale.
Luigi's Mansion 2
Whoa! They're calling it 2.
Welcome to Evershade
They're calling it 2, you guys.
Screaming and
Just like us, we never say Dark Moon, we just say 2.
Luigi, our faint of heart hero, was sent here to check it out. Time for some mansion mayhem.
I mean, it looks good, but also I'm like, it could look better very easily.
No spooky adventure is complete without this vacuum-like device.
Like, you can make it look a lot better, like with barely any effort.
Use it to light up dark areas, vacuum up objects.
Very curious, like if it is really just whatever engine was on the 3DS and they somehow got it to just work, or if they like somehow like made it a new engine.
Pop. You
I don't
can
know.
stun them with the strobe bulb, then vacuum them up.
Okay, here's the, you know what, okay, you know what? A lot of people have a problem with the like the strobe bulb thing in this game. I'm gonna say, this is my hot take, okay? I think it's good, okay? There's a bit of like confusion, I think, surrounding this ability. Like there's something Arlo had talked about, how it was not really something he liked, versus I think in Luigi's Mansion 3, yeah, sort of the slam ability. I think the slam ability is cool in principle, but I think it kind of ruins the game, because every time it's like you wait for like 4 seconds, and then you fill it up and you just slam the ghosts around. It's really weird, because despite being a Luigi's Mansion game, in Luigi's Mansion 3, you don't really suck up a lot of ghosts. You just kind of smash them into like dust. You just kind of kill them. Like you smash them on the ground and they just poof into like an ectoplasm. And I don't know, it feels weird. And something Arlo was saying. I normally am pretty like on board with stuff Arlo says. Me and him kind of share like a lot of thoughts and opinions. But I think this is a really weird one, not liking the this sort of gauge in Luigi's Mansion 2. And he says it doesn't make sense. It's like shoots out lightning and somehow that does extra damage to the ghost. That's not how I ever saw it. I saw it as like you're kind of like charging up the vacuum and then you give it one big, like really big rev and it like sucks them in. Like it gets a boost, like an electrical boost, and you just like suck them all in. That's how I saw it. And I always thought that was more satisfying because they still go into the vacuum. Versus in the third game where you just smash them on the ground and they poof into nothing. It doesn't make sense. I also think the kind of back and forth, I don't know, I feel like that should have been more of a secondary mechanic to this. Like this should have been in the third game, but then there's also the slam mechanic. That's what I think. I think this is better than the slam mechanic.
Even grab multiple ghosts.
Because you can also grab multiple ghosts. It's really hard to grab multiple ghosts in the third game. And it kind of, I don't know, it's not as fun because you're surrounded by so many ghosts in the third game, but you can never suck up like 4 at a time like you could in this game. This game was really fun in that way. The way you could just like suck up all these ghosts and you just like drain a bunch of their health. It's just, and then they get sucked into the vacuum. It was so good. This game was good. Some people out there don't like this game. I think this game was really good, actually. I really should just do a review on Luigi's Mansion 3. I think it's a good game. I don't know. Is it better than this one? Some people might think that's a weird hot take, but a lot of elements in the third game just don't really click. Like I said, the slam mechanic, also money. It's like, why are you gathering money in the third game? In the first game, it's kind of just like the high score thing. The game was really short. It's like fine. Second game, you use them to buy all these upgrades. It's like really satisfying to like buy up all these upgrades and stuff to upgrade your vacuum, make it like suck better, do more. I forget what like all the upgrades are, but there's like a ton of upgrades. Third game, you can buy like an extra life or find out where a boo is. That's really lame. The third game has so much money in it, and it's like, why? There's no point. It's, I don't know. I think this game gets more slack than it deserves. Like I get some people don't like the mission structure. I think it's a weird sticking point though, to say that's like the problem with there's some other things too, like, you know, the ghosts aren't as scary as they were in the first game. Some aspects are a bit sillier, it's not as scary, but that applies to the third game too, so I don't know. I think the second game gets too much flack. I think I might even prefer it over 3, honestly.
Ghost at once.
And look at that, it's just so satisfying.
In this game, you'll find ghosts haunting.
Yeah, there's no portrait ghosts. That was kind of one thing, but you know, still a really fun game.
A broken down clock
It was a lot of new things still. It was like a, first of all, it was a second Luigi's Mansion. That was huge. And it was really different too.
Troublemakers will use every trick in the book to block
The doggy was cute.
Can Luigi summon his courage and save the day?
That was weird. That was just like, there was like a spider boss in the game?
Looking for
Why?
other ghost hunters? Up to
Oh yeah, I
4
forgot about
players
this.
online can do some
I was wondering if they were gonna bring it
across
back.
different multiplayer modes. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD creeps onto Nintendo Switch next summer.
I do not like the HD.
How was that?
I do not like that.
Next, we have 2 announcements to share. First,
Nintendo
please
is
take a look at
canceled.
this video.
Next up. Huh? What song is this? This is Galaxy. Okay. What? Shipping container? What? What is this?
What's that?
House?
It's a large question block. Actually,
Roof?
this question block currently appears on the roof of the previously announced Nintendo Gallery that's under construction in Uji City, Kyoto.
That's really cool.
The official name of this gallery will be the Nintendo Museum.
Wow.
At the Nintendo Museum, a wide variety of Nintendo products from the company.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. This was something they like announced like a long time ago.
Construction is going well.
Someone is trying to call
Plan
me.
to finish up by
It's
March
spam.
2024.
I'm not gonna answer my
We'll
phone.
share more information, such as the opening date, at another time. Please stay tuned. Next, we'd like to share some updates on upcoming amiibo figures. The Zelda
Oh, I forgot about these.
Ganondorf amiibo figures
Yes.
are releasing on November 3rd.
Do I want to waste all my money?
And amiibo figures of Noah and Mio from the Xenoblade
Sora amiibo, come on.
game
Come
will
on.
be released
I'll give you
on
$100.
January
I'll give you $100. Come on.
24.
Come on.
And finally, we have a new amiibo figure to announce.
Just Sora, please. Pray hands.
DLC
Pray
fighter
hands.
from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate,
Pray hands.
Sora from Kingdom Hearts is on the way. With the release of Sora, everyone is here from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate in amiibo form. Look forward to its release next year. That's
Oh
it.
my
More
god.
announcements.
Oh my god.
Please take a look at this.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. Sora amiibo, oh my gosh.
First F-Zero
Sora has an amiibo.
returns as a 99-player battle royale. F-Zero
This is crazy. Hold on, whoa, whoa, whoa. This is crazy actually.
race on classic F-Zero courses
New
with
F-Zero, but it's like an, it's not, but it's not like a modern one, but it's still cool, you know? It's like a ton of
But
racers.
be
It's cool.
careful. Your power meter will decrease if you crash.
But is this a
into
limited
guardrails.
edition thing? If this is a limited edition thing, it's like, why can't you just keep
You
it?
need to avoid collisions and conserve
We
your
already
power
paid for the
meter.
online, just keep it up.
Feeling risky?
Don't, I freaking, they took down Mario, 99, what was it, Mario 30, what was it, 35? Mario 35.
Super sparks, which appear
Barely
when
got to
machines
play it, but it was so
collide
cool.
To boost up to a special path called the Skyway. It's your best chance at bypassing your rivals
Wow.
and jumping
That's
into a
kind
higher
of
position.
stupid.
Complete goals while you're racing to
That's
unlock
cool, I
custom
guess. It's
options
cool.
for your machines.
It's cool, I guess. Sora amiibo. Hold on. Sora amiibo, guys. I'm so happy. That's so...
99 players.
Can we talk about like just Sora getting into Smash was like such a big thing.
First place.
Like I know people who aren't into Kingdom Hearts don't really understand, but it's like
Nintendo Switch online members.
it's like seeing this character who's like really big character integral to not just fans but like sort of gaming as well, this really prominent character, but we weren't sure if he ever would get in because of the whole Disney thing.
This title also supports
And then just seeing him get in, it's like wow, we got like basically a Disney character, spiritual Disney character in the game with like the Mickey Mouse keychain, and he's not like sort of like a
Continue with some more headlines.
like a half-assed sort of character. He's like a full-fledged,
One humongous problem.
like a full-fledged character. in the game, like one of the more robust ones too. It was really cool. And yeah, that was enough, I guess. But I was like really disappointed. They were like, there's not going to be any. I thought they said there was not going to be like a Sora amiibo, or they had no plans for any more amiibo necessarily. But the fact that they did that is just so cool. It's like an official Disney Sora Kingdom Hearts like amiibo, but it's like a Nintendo. It's like an official Nintendo amiibo. It's like, I don't know. There's something cool about that. It's kind of like them recognizing it, you know, and it's really cool. My relationship with Kingdom Hearts has been really weird. I don't know. I haven't loved like the newer games as much, but it's still like really important to me as a series.
Wait, did you hear that? Join best friends, New and Will.
Oh yeah, I saw a trailer for this. Whatever this is very interesting.
Jump, climb, and sled your way through a beautiful yet
it does have that art style that I think is becoming a bit overused. I don't know how to describe what art style it is, but you've seen that art style. It's kind of, I think it's kind of like a World of Warcraft art style, where it's just freaking everywhere. Like every game has it to a point where it's kind of, it blends together a bit. It looks good though. I thought Wario was grabbing that woman and like choking her. That's what it looked like. Cute. Oh yeah, new Wario. New voice actor for Wario.
Contains tons of micro games that'll get your body moving. In each micro game, you'll get into a specific pose called a form. Copy the form shown, then perform the correct
That's so freaking stupid. That is freaking stupid. Oh wow, they're using it for actually.
Will come one after another, so look alive. Plus, up to 4 players can battle it out in party mode.
I said before I wasn't sure if I was going to record a video for this for this direct, because it's like I woke up, it's like 8 something, I don't know. I mean, I guess that's the time you're supposed to get up. I'm lazy and I was like recording a video. I don't know. But I'm kind of glad I did, because there's some fun reaction.
Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
Coolio.
A heroic tale will soon unfold. Lead an army of over 100 heroes into battle and put an end to an empire.
There's a lot of these. There's a lot of these RPGs. Meet protagonist.
From the empire.
Meet this guy. He's totally not going to betray you in the second act.
Band together to fight for a common goal. On their journey, they'll meet a variety of heroes who can join their cause.
That looks cute, actually.
As the headquarters, as
I don't have time for this.
Facilities will become available.
Who has time for all these games?
Shops and more.
There's so many games, bro. How many of these games? There's so many of these games with these huge backstories, and the world's about to end, and it's like, don't worry, it's only like 40 to 200-hour game. What was that? Sailor Moon anime waifus? What was happening?
When Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes launches on Nintendo Switch.
That was like a weird clash. There's like this sort of medieval magic world, and then freaking magical girl just show up. That's always fun. That's always fun though when like that happens. That's like one of the, that was the thing in the old Paper Mario games, is there was always like a
Sam and John turn the pages of a new chapter as they adjust to country life in a mountainside village.
okay, like the old Paper Mario games, there's the Toad sisters that would appear, and they just, I don't know, we're just kind of around the towns. There's a lot of stuff like that in the old Paper Mario games that were really charming, that are just not present in the new games. Like even Origami King, I don't know. Like if the mechanics weren't bad, maybe I would take more fun than Origami King, but there's just so many elements that piled up that I was just like, I can't get behind it. Not necessarily a half effort on the devs part, but like a half effort on like, I don't know, like this is what we can give you. That's what it felt like. We're not allowed to have characters, but we'll have this Babam, whose name is Babam, but we call him Bobby, even though his name is Babam. Every Paper Mario game, like Sticker Star On, has been the same, and people probably will want to disagree with me on that, but I want to do a video and really talk about like how the same they actually are, because it gets ridiculous once you really start to compare things. Like they all kind of have the same point where you meet one character guide that follows you through the game, and there's these things, these like real world objects that you use to battle enemies. The gameplay is kind of the same, where you don't like, remember old Paper Mario's? You had the cool action command where you like pulled it back the hammer and you let it go like a stick, and it like swings the hammer. Now it's just press a button, and it's the same with every action command. You never press different buttons, it's always the same button. That's really lame. That was always like the core appeal of Paper Mario to me, was like how it used the whole controller to like do a bunch of different things. Okay, cool, we're getting this, but I was talking. Can I just get my thoughts out of the way so I can watch this also? Then at the end of the game, what happens? The partner character, the singular partner character, like sacrifices themselves every time. Isn't the point of like having a character sacrifice? It's kind of like a big shocking thing and a big emotional thing. But they do it in every game, in Sticker Star and Color Splash and Origami King. They do it twice. They do it 2 times. And it's just really, and also I guess spoilers for Origami King. I don't know. Like skip ahead like 1 minute. So the Babam character dies, and it's supposed to be this really emotional moment. To me, it didn't. I don't know. I almost kind of respected that they were doing it. To me, it didn't really feel like emotional. It felt like they were just, because they didn't make an effort to really make him a character, so it felt kind of not totally genuine. But I was like respecting the fact that they did it, okay? And then you know what they did? They then used it for a gag. Like towards the end of the game, there's like an airship full of Babams, and they all say, hello, I'm Babam, hello, I'm Babam, whatever. And Olivia's kind of like clueless, like, oh, well, I don't understand what's happening, but it's, nice that you're back, Bobby. And then do you know what you do? You know what you do in the game? They're trying to build up Bobby as having been this character that you're supposed to like, oh, that was really impactful, super emotional moment. This character. You know what they have you do? They then have you use the Babams as like cannon fodder to like shoot down in a mini game. And I don't know, to me, that just felt really tone deaf to what they were trying to do. And it just felt more like, what they weren't really earnest in the emotion they were trying to deliver. And it just felt really weird. And so when people were like, oh man, Bobby, like that was such a big emotional moment. Not me. I only think about the time where it was used as a gag. It was like, it was a thing, and then it basically just amounted to a gag in a minigame where you just kind of kill all these equivalent Bobbies indiscriminately. They just kind of explode into confetti. And it feels really weird and gross. Even grosser made by the fact that Bobby makes a reference to Admiral Bobbery. But that kind of calls into question the continuity, because it's like Babams could explode in the previous games without dying. It's like, why are you making a reference when the reference doesn't make sense? The whole game, I really should just do a video. The whole game is like full of weird stuff like that, where logic and continuity there's no sense of continuity with the logic at all. I know I'm ranting. I know, I'm sorry. But I had to get that out. Because it's like, oh my gosh. I do not get it.
From the Mario Kart Wii game, Daisy Circuit. More returning characters are also being added in Wave 6. From the Mario Kart Double Dash game, Diddy Kong.
Oh, whoa, Diddy Kong. There you go. New character. Funky Kong.
And from the Mario Kart Tour game, Pauline.
That's really cool. She's actually like recognized as a character now.
Also, Peachette.
Weird. TTYD is weird, okay?
6 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game drives onto Nintendo Switch this holiday.
Did they reveal all the
Nintendo
courses?
Switch Online Plus expansion pack members
They-
can enjoy this DLC at no
I
additional
don't think they
cost.
did. Was that?
The
Did they
DLC
reveal
can
more
also be
before? I don't know.
purchased on its own.
I don't think they did. I might have not been paying
Something
attention,
new is
but I
among
don't think
us.
they did. Among Us. Shantae? I don't know. Star Fox? I don't know. What is it? What is it? Boiling Isles? I don't know. What is it? Wouldn't it be cool if it was like a survival mode? You know, like as a survival thing where it's like kind of like I don't know what do you call it, don't starve, but one of you's a murderer. Wouldn't that be cool? If not, I should trademark that. Trademark that right now. Trademark. I said it. Okay, so it's like not, it's like still Among Us, but it's like your tasks are on a survival island. Oh, it'd be cool if it was like an actual survival game, but like one of you's a murderer. That actually would be that's a really good idea. Trademark.
Thanks for sticking with us this far. Next up, we'd like to recap some of the previously announced Nintendo titles you can look forward
Yeah,
to.
what's coming out? What is coming out? I feel like
Let's take a
you
look.
have said everything that's coming out. Yeah, no thanks. Very cool. Oh yeah, I'm getting that. Yes. Yeah, they didn't show that. They did do a direct, I guess. I like how Mario's fists get big. I missed that. Remember when Mario punched things? I love that Peach gets new outfits. It's so cool.
We hope you're looking forward to these upcoming titles.
Okay, last announcement. Here we go.
This next video will be our last announcement. Please take a look.
What's it gonna be? Bro, it's like the render I made, actually. I made a render that looked just like that. No! Wait. Bro, oh my god, it looks so good, actually. Oh my god. It looks really good. It's like a full remake. It's like a full remake. Oh my god. Characters. It's characters. Oh my god, bro. Come on. Bro. You think this is a sign that Paper Mario is back? You think? This totally ruins what I was gonna do. I was gonna make a whole video about how I'm just done with Paper Mario. This ruins everything. Thanks. I was gonna do a whole video essay. It was gonna be high production, but it's fine. Okay, let's see. Do they keep the old reaction commands? The good shit. Do they keep that? Do they keep that? Hammers? I see A, but do I see... Okay. Okay. And they didn't, like, ruin the character designs. They didn't, like, make up... But they didn't remaster the original, though. The original was... I think... I didn't play the Thousand Year Door until a few years ago. But I loved it. The original is, like, my childhood. So it feels really weird. I really wish they did the original too, but you know, I'll take this. I'll take it. Bro, Paper Mario is gonna explode. People are gonna play this and be like, wait, you're telling me Paper Mario used to be good? I love the new logo. I love that it's like orthographic, asymmetric. What if there's new content? That'd be crazy. You're gonna make me cry. Don't do it. I think they should. Yeah. They didn't give like a solid date though. That's very interesting.
Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, originally released.
I need a moment. Okay. I need a moment. Bro. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. I don't remember now. Let me rewind it and I'll remember. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh bro, I can't even process this. Did they redo the music? Did they redo the music too? Does this mean Super Paper Mario? Please, like at least port Super Paper Mario. Please. It's the best Mario story ever told, bro. Yeah, so this is signal a shift. Is this them like kind of going through the old game, seeing what really worked and being like, okay, the fans keep asking for this. The new games sell well, but fans keep complaining. So maybe we should just do what the fans want, actually. And a lot of people, including Miyamoto, has said like, you're just asking for the same game over and over. You know, back when Sticker Star was like, before it was Sticker Star, played and was like really similar to Thousand Year Door apparently. And Miyamoto didn't like that. He's like, this is too similar to Thousand Year Door, make it different. And we don't know for sure. We don't know for sure how much like Thousand Year Door was. It might have still had a lot of its problems with the characters and some of the gimmicky gameplay. But a lot of people kind of make the mistake. People who are like okay with the new games, they kind of make this mistake of just assuming like, oh, you just want the same game, the same mechanics again. No. First of all, even if that was the case, I think telling a new story is enough to facilitate a new game. And even if a lot of like mainstay mechanics, like the hammer and the jump and like how those work, you know, how different, like pressing different buttons, how those work in the combat, even if that is kind of the same DNA, you can still do interesting stuff. You can still have enemies that need to be beat in interesting ways using those mechanics. You can add stuff to the overworld. It's stupid to say like, oh, if you just want Thousand Year Door 2 and like that, sure. I mean, I would take Thousand Year Door 2, but like I would rather it be like a whole new story rather than just a continuation. Like Super Paper Mario, like I said, it's a very different game. A lot of people don't like that. It's very different, but it's still kind of got that heart that the Thousand Year Door had, that Paper Mario had. And that heart is something I don't feel is present in the new games. Even in Origami King, there is like half a heart present in those games. You can feel it there, but it's not like fully realized. And I'm hoping that this right here, this signals a shift where they're like going back, seeing that, wow, these old mechanics were actually kind of cool and interesting. And no other game on the system, aside from, you know, Bug Fables, obviously, no other game uses the controller in this way. Like Mario Party is like the closest thing that uses, I don't know, it's not like an action RPG where it's like really complicated and hard to get into. It's very easy to learn, but there's like there's the skill ceiling kind of is a bit higher than you would expect from sort of like a turn-based sort of game. It's not all about grinding. It's all about like reactions, and as enemies get harder, you get to try different combinations of things to try and see what's best to defeat certain enemies. Really fun. Versus the new games where it's just kind of press A bunch. Do the weird puzzle thing that no one in their right mind would be able to solve. It's like, how am I supposed to know I'm supposed to put a freaking sponge here? Or that I'm supposed to grow the big arms to defeat Rubber Band Man instead of just doing damage. You know, that's a whole tangent. I don't want to get into... I'll do a video someday. But I hope this signals a shift in Paper Mario where it has a return to form, or at least it's like made good again. Like I just want it to be good again. That's all I want. I just want to be invested in a story. I want to have the mechanics be like, oh, this is actually fun to play. This isn't repetitive or boring or monotonous. It's fun to play, and I want to explore the world. You know, that was the one thing Origami King got right. They brought back sort of the open world, and it was like even more open. The confetti defined secrets, all of that was good. Again, tangent, but take the good parts, the very few good parts of Origami King, combine it with the good parts of this game, and then maybe take some new stuff and just make Paper Mario good. That's all I want. That's all I want. This is crazy. Like, they actually did this. They could have just hit a remaster, but no, it's like remake, bro. Oh, bro, no, I gotta say this, bro. Do you see what I see? The characters, look at the characters right now. Do you see the characters right now? A few things. First of all, they aren't totally flat. I never liked that about the new games. Like how the characters are like completely flat piece of paper. The old games, well, I guess specifically Thousand Year Door and Super Paper Mario, they're almost like puppets, like little armature 2D puppets. And you can see that here, like there's the 3D depths, and they have some depth to all their body parts. Like each body part has depth. First of all, applause. I love that. I love that they kept that in. They could have so easily like found some way around it to ditch it, but they didn't. That's cool. Other thing is, guys, no ugly ass white outline surrounding the characters or black outline. I don't like how the new games have like a black outline around the characters and then have a white outline as well. I hate it. It's stupid. It's only carried over from, it wasn't in Sticker Star. I don't think it was in Sticker Star. A lot of the stickers in Sticker Star look like that, and it feels like for some reason they thought, oh, this will look good on the characters in the next game, and it doesn't. Here, not only is that ugly white outline gone, the black outline is gone too. It's colored outlines again. Oh my golly gabba. That's so good. All the textures are good. The reflective material surfaces. This is like I'm wondering how they did it. How did they do this? Is it like truly from the ground up? Or is it a remaster in the same way Prime is, where they kind of like took the engine and then they modified aspects of it? I don't know. It looks good though. It looks really good. Like, was the old game this detailed in areas? I don't even know. Dude, the lighting! The lighting looks so good!
Thank you for watching.
That's it? That's it? You're not going to talk about it anymore? Guys, I want to say though, that was a one more thing. They gave Paper Mario the one more thing treatment. That is bananas. Color Splash, it was just kind of like a casual announcement. Like, by the way, there's a new Paper Mario anyway, moving on. And then I don't remember if... I think Origami King was just kind of like posted on Twitter. It was just like, here it is. It's on Twitter. And they just moved up. They just moved on. They weren't doing directs and stuff during that time, but I don't think it was ever like a one more thing. But that's cool. It's Paper Mario, and it got a one more thing. It got a one more thing. I got teary-eyed. It got a one more thing. Look at that. That's literally the render I made. I'll throw up a render in like when I edit this video. It's literally the render I made. Yeah, it looks so good. Can we talk about... I don't want to... Because I'll just do a video one day. Okay, I'll do a whole video one day about the downfall of Paper Mario. But remember back when the Paper Marios opened up with a storybook? Do you know why they opened up with a storybook? It's because the story was like an integral appeal of the game, an integral part of the game. Sticker Star opened up with a storybook, but it was like barely a storybook. It was just kind of like it was just kind of there to be there. It didn't serve any function. And you would think normally when you have a story, like you open up something with a storybook, it's because the contents of the story warrant writing them in a book. But the story of Sticker Star just does not make sense. Like, who would read this book? It's like, there was a party, and then a Bowser came and stole the giant sticker, and then that was the story. And then Color Splash didn't. I believe Color Splash didn't open with a storybook, and neither did Origami King. And that kind of really drives home just how disassociated the series came, or like fell away from its original identity. Like, story became secondary when making a game, especially RPG. Story and mechanics, in my opinion, it's kind of like a hand-in-hand thing where one is not more important than the other. They are both equally important. They're the most important facet of the game. But then Sticker Star and Beyond, the story was secondary. It was just there because it had to be there to facilitate the game. And that was evident in a lot of ways, but especially the lack of the storybook opening. It just really drove home how far the series had really fallen from its identity. There's a lot of discourse surrounding that. I won't get into like all the discourse. Everyone has different opinions. Some people are like really strongly against the new stuff. Some people enjoy the new stuff. Some people hate the old stuff just despite the people who hate the new stuff. It's really weird and stupid. It's just, I mean, I don't like the new stuff, but it's more of a, I don't know, I'm not going to call someone an idiot for liking the new stuff. It's just something where it's like, if they keep making Paper Mario that way, I'm just not going to play Paper Mario anymore. or buy new Paper Mario games. I'm just dropping the series if that's the case. Moving on to stuff like Bug Fables and Board of Bread. That's something I also wonder too. The slew of Paper Mario likes has gotten like so big that there is now like a fan community that makes a Paper Mario Direct called like Paperverse, where it's just a slew of indie games that are inspired by Paper Mario. That is how influential those original 3 games were. There are people making their own Nintendo-style Directs solely based on these indie games. That is how big Paper Mario is. Not necessarily in terms of like, compared to the relative populace, it's not big compared to something like Mario Odyssey or 2D Mario, but it's stuck with people more than a lot of other Mario games have. I feel like those 3 games, they're like really important, and I think maybe Nintendo finally got the message, or at least that's what I hope. That's crazy. It doesn't feel real. Bro, imagine, what if they did go back and remaster the original? There's Parakarry. Oh, my gosh! They have a picture! They have a picture of them. Everything! Like, I spent so much time, like, looking over the game, the original game, like, the textures and stuff, because I wanted to, like, make my own sort of Paper Mario, like, game. But look at this. They got every little detail. That's the map from the original game right there. Was that there before? I think there was 2 photo frames here before, but I don't remember them having photos in them. Also, like, why is your toothbrush in your kitchen area? Like, is that your spittoon? Is that where you... Ew, that's Nightmare Fuel. Right there, you see the behind them. Bro. They could have just done the original, and like, I would have loved that. But this is the darker game, which is kind of crazy. It looks so good. It looks so good. Bro, it looks so good. Characters. Bro, it feels so stupid to want, like, freak out that there's characters in a video game. But I've gone through withdrawals, bro. My Paper Mario games have had nothing but Toads and Koopas and Shy Guys for the longest time, and I think it's really grated like on my mind to actually see characters again is crazy, and like actual gameplay that's fun and that's the best part of all this. New people are gonna play this for the first time, and they're gonna realize what they've missed out on, because they've had no way of playing this game before. because it was on the GameCube, and if you want to buy it, it's like 60 to like 120 bucks to like buy a copy of it on eBay. Wow, they just redid everything. I think this is like just from a ground up remake. That is badonkers. That's bananas. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I got everything I ever wanted. This direct. Oh, you know, I wanted Paper Mario 1000-Year Door remake, and I wanted Sora amiibo, and that's what I got, and that's all I wanted. That was amazing. I don't know what else I could want, really, from like a direct. That was just so good. I feel like every game that I really wanted a Nintendo to do, they've made recently, or they've announced. Like I got my Breath of the Wild sequel. I've got 1000-Year Door sequel. I got Sora and Smash. I got Sora amiibo. I don't know. Like what else? We got like a interesting new 2D Mario. Maybe we'll get an Odyssey 2 eventually, but I don't know. I don't know what else I could possibly want. I'm pretty happy. That was really good direct. That was good. 2024. See if I have any final thoughts. I feel like I've given all my thoughts, but let me just... Okay. Any more thoughts? No, I mean... No, I think I've said everything I wanted to say. Got Luigi Mansion 2, we got the Peach game, we got our RPG, we got Luigi, we got Your Door remake, got Pikmin 1 and 2, we got Sora amiibo. What else could I want? I don't know. I feel like that's everything. There's literally nothing else. Port the other Metroids, Metroid Primes, and I think that's it. I think that's all I could ever want. Like it'd be nice if they remastered the original Paper Mario. That's my my personal favorite. It is in some ways it's a bit vanilla. Like it's a very sort of like it's not as weird as 1000-Year Door, but I don't know, it just feels more of like a traditional story, like a very cozy story, and it's very different to, I would say, what's been modern sort of Mario worlds and environments, and I would like to see how they realize that, hopefully without making it, you know, modern, like keeping it keeping the style true as it was. Because that was like the best part, like the ambience in those games. The music was so good. Are they gonna do like remix the music for the new game? My gosh, Splatoon DLC. There's just a lot. This was a lot actually. Like there's a lot of old announcements, kind of just like updates, but still like a lot of stuff. Like F-Zero fans pooped their pants today, even though it's not even like a new game. It's like they acknowledge F-Zero. That's crazy. And it's actually pretty interesting. It's like a huge, 99 players in a race? That's really cool. I wish they just did like a new F-Zero, like a modern one. Maybe they should save it for the next Switch. That would be actually a really good like launch title. Like have a small handful of launch titles. New F-Zero, but have it like RTX 4K, Ultra HD. Make it look amazing. I don't know. Thanks for watching. I can't think of anything else to say. So, yeah, this was fun. I'm glad I recorded my action. That was really fun. You want to see more of you? I did a little Let's Play of Tears of the Kingdom. Not the full game, but just kind of like parts, you know, jumping in different parts of the game. So, if you want to see more, let me know. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.